Good day, guys, and you click on this video and you might think, wow, maybe this video is important, and you're totally right, because the NASDAQ seems to go up and up and up and up, and nobody knows what will happen. Will it crash? What I need to do? Do I need to buy in to not lose the way up? Do I have FOMO, or do I just, sell now? Or if it crashed, do I have to sell my house with my wife in it and the husband? Well, all these questions answered exactly in this video, so stay tuned. So let's make first the status quo. So first of all, I want to mention that liking this video is really appreciating all the hard work and research and hours and blood and tears that are going into this channel. We growed so far just because of you just smashing out everything of the like button. So thank you very much for that. Subscribe if you are new here, and if you want to be part of the biggest and best membership out there here on stock investing on YouTube and the whole community, then click the join button below all my videos. You get access to Discord channel and even one-on-one with me if you want. So stay tuned and just smash that join button below all my videos or live streams. So let's dive into the NASDAQ, because the NASDAQ is something that is pretty much, going in one direction only in the last couple of months. So here you see the last 3 months only, okay? 3 months, a quarter, the NASDAQ went from 8,634 to 10,700 as of this recording. This is a 23.99% increase. While this doesn't sound so great, you need to understand, and we are talking about index, not stock here, right? Because if you're looking into stocks, sometimes stocks can go very, very high, very, very fast, but not indexes. Index go very, very low, very fast when we have a big crash. But something like this, like we see now, is concerning for so many people because they think it's a bubble. And we will talk about if we are really in the bubble or we are really, justified this price on the NASDAQ. But for that, I would like to go with you a little bit back, maybe around 20 years, because into 2000s, we had something similar. Look at this graph, okay? Look at this graph. So we are going now 1993, and as you can see, we went very, very high in a very, very short time. So just let's see, from 1998 until the peak in the 2000s, 100%. Okay, so 2 years, 100%. And if we are looking into the current situation, 2008 till 2020, 600%. But if we are looking into 2 years, then we are just 50%. But this is not all that you need to look in. You need to go a little bit deeper, which we will go now, into the NASDAQ to see what is really the price versus, for example, the 200 moving average, right? Because this is the highest since this dot-com bubble, and this is where we're diving in now. What is really important with the NASDAQ or with other indexes, if you really want to compare it on a deeper level, that you go, for example, here on Yahoo Finance, and if you open the chart, you can pretty much zoom out for a very, very long time. And as you can see, the NASDAQ did pretty well over the last couple of years, but then you can put in some indicators, okay? So moving average is, for example, here the period of the last 50 days. So this is the average line of the last 50 days of the index. And then I like to also include the 200 moving average that will show us actually the overall disconnection between the chart and this 200 moving average. So as you can see, the moving average was always quite close to the actual chart, right? And as you can see here, then in about April, it started to absolutely go parabolic, and then you see how the overall disconnections are here between the NASDAQ and the 200 moving average. And exactly this happened very long time ago, the last time in the 2000 levels. As you can see, it's always very close to the actual chart. And then if we are going to the 2000 levels, then you actually can see that the 200 moving average was also quite disconnected. So the question here that so many try to answer, are we in the bubble like we were in 2000s, or are they totally new play rules that we need to learn how to play them? And here's my take on it. I believe that the current tech rally with NASDAQ and all the companies inside that NASDAQ are very much advantages in terms of this health crisis. Okay, think about it. So we have the biggest health crisis that we had, since a very long time, and those tech companies are thriving through digitalization. So Microsoft said it very nicely in one of their earnings calls. I think it was in Q1 that they said the current health crisis is pushing digitalization 2 years ahead. Look at, for example, Amazon, right? Amazon, this is the perfect storm for Amazon. If you think about it, people are staying at home and ordering, and once they are ordered and had this experience, maybe because they did it before, it's absolutely fantastic to, stay with Amazon into the future. So you have lots and lots of people that, using Zoom, using Skype calls, are digitalized now and stay digitalized, okay? So this is one point. This is the health crisis that's absolutely driving this. Secondly, you need to understand that we are in unprecedented timings. This means that we had for a very long time stock buybacks. We didn't have this in the dot-com bubble, okay? Moreover, you need to understand that in the dot-com bubble, we had this internet, the brand new thing, right? Like this Bitcoin brand new thing. So everyone was expecting, from investor until a taxi driver that, I can just throw money at this companies, and somehow if they have .com in their name, they will do amazing returns because the internet will save us all. But as you can see, there's totally different times. Moreover, we have currently the current stimulus that is just like a safety net for all the investors. And what I really think will happen with the NASDAQ or with the overall situation, this I would like to discuss and tell you in the conclusion of this video. But before diving into the conclusion, make sure to like this video. This is highly appreciated. There's so much work that's going into these videos every single day. So let's dive now into the conclusion after you smashed, obviously. If you have one takeaway from this video that I would like to have, the takeaway of try to ignore the noise. There is very much noise on the market because the market is so complicated. It's, not everyone can be right 100% of their time. So you will have people that have no idea about stocks will be right 20% of the time, and then you have experts that are 50% right about the market. Then you have YouTubers that are sometimes 30% right, sometimes 90% right. So it's a market and a whole monster of a stock market that actually cannot be very much understand on every single piece of the puzzle. But I want to tell you that I gone through so much noise in my stock investing career, you know, when there was the 2009, 2010 times, you know, this was the times that we just, you know, crossed the bottom of the financial crisis. And there were people, you know, saying, you know, this is not the end. We will go under. The ship is sinking. Make sure to get your lifeboats. You know, I have seen, you know, people telling me Tesla is too expensive. Amazon is too expensive. You know, Amazon, $800. No, they will crash. This is not possible. $1,000. It's not possible. $1,500, and now we have $3,000, and it's one of the best investments that you can ever make. And if you would hear those noises, you would be either too scared, or you would be scared out, or you would take profit too early. So as you can see, the long game is always bullish, okay? America is always bullish. Tech is always bullish, guys. Over the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 100 years, technology will be a big part of our lifestyle and our lives. And therefore, you know, investing into something like the NASDAQ, you know, if I could go into the future and come back and make a vlog about it, you know, I would maybe you say, you know, guys, you know, it's dirt cheap, the NASDAQ right now with 11,000 points, because I just came, you know, 15 years from the future, and the NASDAQ is at 50,000. Okay, so always try to focus on your strategies on the core businesses, because I can relate to one very funny story of Jeff Bezos. He once said that during the .com bubble, he actually saw, you know, Amazon stock going, you know, 50% down. But if he looked into the numbers inside the company, everything was growing, right? They had growing user numbers, they had growing inventory, they had growing areas, they growed internationally, they growed on the volume of orders, the value of orders. So everything was growing, but the stock price was going down because everyone was afraid of the .com bubble. And if you stick through this noise, you could be today very wealthy. And you know, this is what we want to do here on this channel. So if you want to know more, check out the join button below all my videos. Thank you very much for watching, and I see you just in a couple of hours.